Hey everyone, today we are back with a property maintenance series on the Xbox One. We'll be heading over to the shop this morning in our NMC Crew Cab Rambler. Today we will be building a vegetable garden for our customer and moving a tool shed into place. I'm really excited to be back here on the Xbox One. We have a pretty big day ahead of us, lots of work, and it should be a lot of fun. Now there is a full mods list up on my website for the entire series. All of the mods are public, and I also have a tutorial for how to install the mods. Today we'll be using the tractor loader along with our smaller dump truck and a few other attachments. Late yesterday, I did take the TLX 2020 over to the local farm. I picked up 2 yards of manure. This should be good enough to make sure that the vegetables are good in the soil. Let's hop in this. We'll be taking the 20-ton trailer, and we'll more than likely be maxing out the suspension. But it's nice to be back here doing some Xbox videos. I've gotten a lot of requests to do a lot more of these, and I have a lot in the works, so I'm pretty excited to get back into doing some jobs. Now this should be a one-day project, shouldn't be too hard for us. We'll be using the tractor mainly to do all the ripping there. Let's get back a little bit further and we're ready to go. YouTube is showing that many of you guys are not yet subscribed, so I do ask you, please do. We are getting closer and closer to 100,000 subscribers, and I do also recommend you go check out Square Farms, the FS19 time-lapse channel. It's my second channel. I've been making a lot of videos, and there's a lot to come with some pretty exciting kind of behind the scenes on the main channel work as well. But here it is, guys. We are taking the tractor loader. We got the bucket on the front, and we also do the plow on the back, which will be perfect for tearing up all that grass, turn it in to a really good area for vegetables. Now this customer that we are working for today, we actually do a weekly lawn service for them, so it's nice to see that they are hiring us for more than just lawn mowing, and we actually also do the snow removal, so that's great overall. But let's get the shop locked up here. Always like to keep the doors closed. We don't want to come back and find any of the equipment missing. This is one pretty heavy load, definitely maxing out the TLX. That is a 20-ton trailer, probably a little bit too big for this truck, and but it's a work truck, and so far it seems to be doing a pretty good job, and including a few yards of manure in the back. More than likely this truck is going to get a huge workout here today, but it's always fun to be back here with the property maintenance. Now I do want to do some tree work, some other cool things, and I just really do like this. Now there seem to be more and more mods coming out for console, and I will also be trying to incorporate them, but almost going to roll through the stop was pretty much what I was going to do there, because it looked like for a moment we just did not have enough brake power here, but you guys can see so far the TLX just keeps on working. Now we are coming up here to the property on our right hand side. The customer did request us to do a few other things, and I think more than likely we'll kind of do those first, kind of get them done and out of the way here. Let's just kind of park here. I think they are home as well, so we'll probably have them come outside and take a look at the very end. But let's take a quick walk around. They do want us to move this huge stack of wood out back right next to the doors to make it easy, but here it is, guys. This is a tool shed, so we'll be putting this kind of right next to the area. That way they don't have to carry the tools and all that into the garage and get all the dirt and everything like that. So let's get going on moving those pallets. Let's get the old farm tractor loader all warmed up here. I really do like this. Such a neat tractor, and it's also pretty exciting. This is our first time getting to kind of do some work with it, which is also exciting. And let's see, we do have to do the proper bucket. There we go. They're kind of switching through. It's a little bit harder than PC, but I've really been liking these, and I do have plans to do a lot more. Let's go a little bit further. Looks like perfect. Pretty heavy. That is probably, I would say, half a quart of wood here. Very nice firewood, and that should definitely burn pretty easily. So let's come around back here. And now one of the reasons why I chose this over the skid steer was I just did not want to tear up the yard here, but I almost got it in the position. We'll just push it forward a little bit. The fireplace is right there, and they wanted it right here at the back door a little bit further. Perfect. So we got that done. I'm thinking for the tool shed, we'll probably just put it right behind the garage. I think that's a good place for it, and I might even call them up, and if they're home, I'll actually see if they'll come outside to take a look at it. But the garden we are building is a pretty big one. They want a 20 by 30, and we'll be probably going a foot deep here with the plow on the back, so we should be good there. Let's see, let's turn it in. We don't want to block the window, but right here, oh yeah, it looks like the place to go. A little bit lower there, and it's always tricky to kind of get off the pallet forks here. There we go, so we got that done, and we'll switch on over to the bucket. We got the bucket on the front and the back. Plow is ready to go here, so let's get going on making this garden. This will be a pretty huge one. They want it right about here, and we'll go probably 30 feet here. Should have no problem ripping it up. This tractor has a lot of horsepower. That's also one of the reasons why I decided to bring this one here today. But you guys can see making already good progress. I would probably say a half dozen passes, and we should be good to go here. Now that manure we'll have to kind of mix in there. Really should have brought the bucket with the teeth for the tractor loader, but you guys can see first time working her, and so far so good here. A little bit of wheel spin. It looks to be a little damp here. I think we got rain a few days ago here, but I'm just excited to be back here making some videos. I have a lot of things here in the works, a lot of things happening behind the scenes, and I will be doing some more multiplayer soon. We should have a helper coming in game, and that should be a lot of fun as well to kind of do some more on the Xbox, but also on the PC with some other farms, some YouTubers. But looks like probably another pass, touch up the ends, and then the garden is built. Let's get the ends touched up here, just make a nice clean pass to kind of finish it off, make really nice corners, and so far we are doing a pretty good job here. Now if you guys haven't already, I do recommend you guys go give me a follow over on Instagram. I am posting some exclusive pictures, some pretty cool things over there as well, and that you guys do not want to miss here. So let's do what we have to do. I think we have to disconnect the trailer, and I think it's just a little too wet to bring the dump truck around back, and I don't want to be winching it out or tying a chain to this tractor to kind of get it out and get it unstuck here. So I think we'll just kind of get it dropped, all the manure in the driveway. Shouldn't make too much of a mess. This TLX 2020 is one really nice one-ton dump truck. I really do like the size of it. It is just so versatile, and it comes in really handy, especially when we don't need too much. You guys can see that's not too much manure. It's probably 3-4 buckets full, but it's good enough to really just keep the plants going. You don't really just want to use the soil in the ground. You always want to give it a little bit of kind of a get up and go factor to really make sure that the plants grow pretty well here. Now we don't want to go too heavy with this. This could burn the plants. It's so strong and it's so powerful for the small roots. But let's get going on. Look at that though, very nice tractor, and it just is doing a pretty good job. First time using it is always a bit of a learning curve, but not too bad. We'll just clean up the driveway here. Looks like we didn't make too much of a mess. Now, I did pick this up yesterday, and oh boy, guys, the smell coming from the truck definitely was one that you do not want to kind of be around. That's kind of why I picked it up the night before. That way, it wouldn't be as bad as we are working with it here today. And luckily, there is a little bit of a breeze to help on out there. But you guys can see, I think the garden is, but we did a pretty good job here. We'll have to get out the hand rake, just kind of rake some of this over. It looks like a little heavy in some areas, but there we go, guys. The 20 by 30 garden is built. We got the tool shed in place. We also have the fire stack over there. So I think let's get everything loaded up and let's get back on to the shop. Now, with a property maintenance series, I am trying to do some pretty big jobs here. We are limited with what we could do on console, but I'm always trying to do some pretty epic things, and we do have some awesome Xbox things in the work as well. I really want to do some huge jobs that are 2-3 part episodes. I think those are always a lot of fun as well. But let's get the old tractor loaded on up. But I will have to say, I think this is the perfect size here for us. I really kind of want to find a backhoe attachment, and then this is pretty much kind of our backhoe that we'll be using. And I think this could push a lot of snow this winter as well. We'll just need a blade for the front end, maybe box plow, straight blade even, and we should be all good. But let's get on back to the shop, and I think we'll go get lunch. For being a bit overloaded, the dump truck's doing one really good job here. It is awesome to see that even though we are kind of going above what the tow ratings are and everything like that, it just keeps on working. Hope you guys enjoyed today's Xbox One video, building the garden and moving the tool shed along with that stack of firewood in place. It was a lot of fun. Not only did we get to use the dump truck, but also we got to use the tractor loader for the first time. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the next one and subscribe for more.